Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwina. I'm so excited to have you here with me. In today's video, we are going to discuss costly mistakes new immigrants make. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not done that yet to be part of this lovely family. And also do not forget to drop your thoughts about this discussion in the comment section. So the very first mistake that many new immigrants make is being drowned in the credit system of the West. So if you come from a place like Africa where things are mostly done with cash, to do anything financial, you need to have the money to do it. And that is what you are used to when you come here and then you open a bank account and you are given a credit card and you have money on it. The worst thing you can do is to think that, you've gotten some free money. So many people get carried away by that and they start spending so much. They forget that this thing is actually a test of how credit worthy you are. The system here is built so much on credit that, to be able to access so many things, your credit history needs to be checked. Your credit points needs to be checked to assess if you are credit worthy. In fact, to be able to rent, your landlord would want to know what your credit point is, to know if he can trust you with the monthly payment of rent you'll be making. If you want to buy anything big that you are not going to make payment outright, they would want to check your credit points to know if you are credit worthy, if you are likely to be making your monthly payments and you are not going to be defaulting. So if you receive a credit card, the worst thing you can do is to think that the money on it is free money. No, it's not free money. It's money that is going to be perpetually used to test how credit worthy you are. Most people get swallowed by it and they think that they've gotten some free money, so they spend. Some actually go to the extent of withdrawing the money from the credit card. Yes, they go to the extent of withdrawing the money from the credit card and they buy so much more than they can afford, because once they think that, oh, I'm not going to pay it all today, they try to get a phone and you know that, oh, I do not have to pay it all today, I just have to pay like $70 or $50 monthly. Then they think, oh, then let me get this one, then let me get something else in addition. And before you realize, at the end of the month, the total amount of things you've taken on credits that you need to be paying is so much that you are not able to do that. And then interest starts piling on it. And once you go into credit card debt, it becomes so difficult to get out of it. And it ruins your credit points, it ruins your credit history. Just think of it as the money in your account that you are spending. It's not an extra money, okay? It's the money in your account that you are spending. So once you are spending, it should be money that you have to pay back at the end of the month. I am actually going to try to get an expert to have a thorough discussion, an in-depth discussion on this credit system in Canada. The next thing is closely related to this. So because of getting drowned in this credit system, some people try to shun the credit card altogether. Some people try to say that, no, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm not even getting the credit card in the first place. No, you need it. You need the credit card. You need the credit card to build your credit points. It is very important that you get a credit card, but you should know how to use it. Okay, you should know how to use it very well so that the credit card does not enslave you. You should be in control. The card should not control you. The next mistake that many new immigrants make is getting comfortable with survival jobs, getting too comfortable with survival jobs. Mostly when many people come into Canada, if you come into Canada and you come using the right route, the people who come here are educated people. The people who come here are a certain caliber of people. So these people are already professionals in their home countries. They have so much education and all that in their home countries. However, when you come in new, you may not be able to work in your profession. You may not be able to transition easily into your profession. So you might have to pick some survival jobs to be able to pay your bills. Okay, so many new immigrants start with survival jobs, warehouse, factory, cleaning, and all these jobs to survive. However, some of them get comfortable with it because, they think, I came for money and I'm earning money. So once they see the money coming, they get comfortable and they forget that I have this profession where probably you are supposed to get a license, or you are supposed to get some certification, or you are supposed to do a few courses to be able to practice in your field. Also forgetting that most of these survival jobs are so physically demanding that as we age, it becomes difficult. Once we are earning money, we are so interested in the money that is coming out of these survival jobs. We get so focused on it, and before you realize, you have done it for 3, 4, 5 years and you are going on, and you've even forgotten who you really are in terms of your profession or your occupation. So that is one thing that we should also try to do as much as early as possible. I mean, once you get a survival job, you should try to work on your profession, because like I said earlier, most of these survival jobs are very physically demanding. If you continue doing these survival jobs for a very long time, it comes with its own health problems because they are so physically demanding. So let's not forget who we really are. I know we might have to take survival jobs to survive, like the name goes, but let us not forget that before we were coming, we had some profession that we wanted to pursue or we wanted to advance. Okay, so that is another thing that I want all of us to take notes of. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe. Another costly mistake that is quite worrying is being ignorant of the laws of the land in which we have come. And ignorant of the law is no excuse, right? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So you realize that you keep breaking laws because you do not even know the laws in the first place, and you behave like you are back home, because probably back home you do these things and you get away with it. You can park anywhere and get away with it. So when you come here and people are trying to tell you that, oh no, you cannot park here, you wouldn't see a policeman standing there to deter you from parking there. But when you park there, by the time you go and come, your ticket will be waiting for you. Things work so much in this country that you need to know that you cannot have it your way. You cannot get away with these things here. So you need to know what the laws are and try as much as possible to abide by these laws. You are living anyhow because laws do not work or laws were not enforced where you are coming from. That is not the case here. So you need to reset your mind. You need to reset your mind and know that here the laws work. If you are at fault, it's gonna deal with you. So you do not want to. Okay, you do not want to. That's another thing, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. My next point is closely related to that. and it is refusing to adapt to the Canadian culture. So since I am here, I'm talking about Canada. So refusing to adapt, but this can apply to wherever you are. So if you are in the US, instead of Canadian, you put US. If you're in the UK, yes. Refusing to adapt to the culture. You know, every country has their own culture. Once you leave there, you should know what the culture is. Some things may be accepted in your culture back home, but may be prohibited here. You should know, so that you do not go about doing things that are not accepted, because you are going to face the law. And like I said, ignorance of the law is no excuse. Somewhere within the week or over the weekend, I watched a video of a man who had lived in the USA for about 17 years. He had a green card. He lived in the USA for about 17 years, and he was deported back home to Ghana. He was given a permanent deportation. He doesn't see the gravity of what he did, because perhaps if he had done the same thing in Ghana, it wouldn't have been a big issue. So according to him, it's a lady that he's trying to have a relationship with, and he was drunk and they were in a car and he started touching the lady, and the lady asked him to stop. The lady asked him to stop, and he still, thought, oh, when he continues, the lady was probably eventually going to give up and let him have his way with her or whatever. The lady insisted he should stop. They ended that way and went home. The next day, he was called by the police, and he was surprised. Apparently, the lady even recorded everything. The lady recorded everything, and because of that, he was deported. He was deported. After all these years that he was talking about it, you could see that he still does not see the gravity of the offense he committed, because like I said, he might have gotten away with it in some places. Because what did I do? He would say, I didn't do anything. I just touched her. I didn't do anything. Well, in some places, touching is everything. Touching somebody when the person says no is everything you need to do to be in trouble. Saying things that are offensive, that the other sex finds offensive, is equally not accepted. There are some comments that you even laugh about in your home country. Here, you dare not. You dare not make those comments, especially when it has to do with the opposite sex. You do not. They take those things very seriously here. So you need to know. You don't just have to come with the mentality that, in Ghana, when you see a woman and, you like her, you can just say something and probably the woman will also just smile and go away. No, that is not how things happen here. You are going to get in trouble, big trouble, for doing those things that probably nobody cares about back home. So you should know. You should know, so that you do not get into trouble before you know that you are in trouble. Or you should not get in trouble and thinking that, what did I even do? What did I even do to warrant this? You get it? When you know, then knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power. So do not come and live here like you would live in your part of the world. You should know how the culture is here. You should know that here you do not impose your religion on other people. The fact that your colleague at work told you that she is sick doesn't mean that you should start praying for her there and then. No. Your colleague at work told you that, I'm not feeling so well, and then, let's pray in the mighty name of Jesus. Guy, the next day you may receive your own. You may be asked to go home. It is not done here like back home, where we go to work and we spend like 20-30 minutes praying at work. It doesn't happen here. And another thing is that you do not just see somebody and assume the person is a woman or a man just because they are biologically male or female. You do not assume. So mostly people in academia and people who work in places where they need to write reports about people, they use pronouns that are neutral. you use pronouns that are neutral. You do not refer to people as he or she. You rather use they, because you are not sure whether they are he's or they are she's, or they want to be he's or she's. They want to be referred to as his or she's. So you rather use pronouns that are neutral. For example, when I was celebrating my birthday, we went out to a restaurant, and then they came to sing. The restaurant staff and my family came to sing happy birthday to me. And then after singing happy birthday to you, and then they stopped, and then my husband continues singing, may God bless you now, may God bless you now. And I realized that they all stopped at that point, and it was only my husband who sang that part of it. None of them sang that part of it, because it is not accepted there in a public space for them to be doing that. Okay, the moment you bring that part in, it means that you are trying to impose a religion on other people. So my husband sang that part alone, and they all kept quiet till he finished singing, and then yeah, it was very interesting to note that. Yeah, so that is what it is here. Okay, so you should know, so that you don't go about stepping on other people's toes because of religion and all these genders and all these things. The last bit of this that I would want to address is taking advice from the wrong people when you go anywhere newly. There are so many people who do not see the positives in anything. There are so many people who are always looking at the negatives of everything, who always talk about the bad, and they are not giving you any remedy. They are always complaining. They are always, those are not the people you want to take advice from. If you have come in newly, you would want to hang around with people who would encourage you to live your purpose, who would let you know that it is possible to get it done, who would, push you to do better for yourself, and not hang around people who are so negative, who will be telling you how difficult things are here and how you will make money and you will use all to pay bills, and at the end of the month you will not be able to save anything and all that. You would want to hang around people who push you, who probably share some opportunities with you. Who will encourage you to pursue school, positive things, positive things, not people who would discourage you, not people who will also encourage you to cut corners, teach you, go and say this and get this, go and lie about this and get this, and all these things do not help. So try to hang around with people who are positive, people who would encourage you, and people who will talk to you about opportunities and ways to help you advance and ways to help you grow. So when people tell you things, it's up to you to weigh it, listen very well, and see what you are picking out of it and what you are leaving. Don't just come and follow everything people tell you. Hang around people who are positive. Hang around people who would encourage you. Hang around people who will share opportunities with you. Not people that you see they are doing something and you ask them and they don't want to tell you anything. They don't want to share any opportunities with you. They want to have it all to themselves. Selfish people. Don't hang around selfish people. When you realize that the people you hang around are selfish people, hey, do yourself some good and go and find people who are more willing to open up and share things with you, because when you come new, you need that. You need that a lot. You need all the encouragement. You need people to help you to settle. You need all that to be able to get along well. Guys, let me know what you think about what I have spoken about in the comment section. Do you agree with me on this? Is there anything else that can come as mistakes that new immigrants make that I have not spoken about? And I think the last thing I would want to add is that most of us forget our whys, the purpose for coming. Most of us forget our whys. Once you come here, you forget why you came, and once you forget, you do not have a direction. It becomes very easy for you to sway, get off track, because you don't even know where you are going. So the last thing I would want to leave us all with is that we should not forget our whys. We should not forget our whys, because it is the why that is going to keep you motivated. It is the why that is going to keep you disciplined. It is the why that is going to help you stay focused in all times, because you know your why. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me till this time. Let me know what you think about these things in the comment section, and if you have not subscribed yet, kindly do that and be part of this lovely family, guys. Thank you so much for staying with me. I really appreciate your time, and see you in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.